All right, good evening, and welcome to Modified PST Night. And my name is Mr. Williamson, and I am the modern U.S. history teacher. We like to call it Mush for short. Um, so I will be your teacher or your child's teacher over the next 9 months, or at least for the first semester. My contact info is right here. Please don't hesitate to email me. I don't know what this year is going to look like. I'm hoping that we are 100% in person all the time, but that may change. And if you ever need to reach me and get a hold of me, there's my email address. The phone number is Roosevelt's phone number. My office hours, if you will. I am at CTE Academy in the morning from about 7:30 until after third period. Then I have fourth period, lunch and travel, and then I'm back at Roosevelt fifth, sixth, seventh, and then after school until about 4 o'clock at a minimum in room A118. So if you ever need to contact me or come and see me, please don't hesitate to do that. I have planning second period as CTE, so that doesn't include most people. But if you do want to get a hold of me or can be out of CTE or are out of CTE, I am available second period for that. A little bit about me. This is my fourth year teaching at Roosevelt. I have taught. This is my 15th year in education, so I have taught at other schools. I was previously at Lenox High School for 11 years, 9 of those as a teacher, and 2 of those as assistant principal. Didn't love the assistant principal gig, and so I wanted to get back into teaching. That's why I'm at Roosevelt, and I absolutely love it. I have not regretted a single second of deciding to go back into teaching. I love it. I love Roosevelt. Another thing about me is I've officially taught every single U.S. history, or not U.S. history, social studies subject that there is, from U.S. history to government to geography, civics, economics, AP U.S. history. So I've taught them all. Psychology, sociology, I've taught them all. And so I feel like that is something that is interesting about me. As far as teaching, I love to bring it every day. I love to have a great attitude about teaching, about school, about learning, and about history. History has always been my passion. It is something that every year that I've taught -1, I have taught U.S. history, and I absolutely love it. The focus that we're going to have for U.S. history, first semester, which is U.S. history A, we cover basically Civil War. I know in middle school you might have got a little touch of Civil War Reconstruction, but we're going to go into it a little bit. And then our final focus in first semester is 1920. So we'll get through the Roaring Twenties. So we cover about 65 years, 70 years or so. And so that's what our first semester focus is. Second semester in U.S. history B, we cover Great Depression, New Deal through basically we'll say hi to Obama, and that's about it. We get to the 2016 election because it really ties into the civil rights era that we have gone into, and that's basically where we are going to leave it. Just because of time period and because of time that we don't really have a lot of time to cover, what's happened in the I said 2016. I meant 2008 election. We don't have time to cover what's happened the last 12 years after that. A couple of important procedures that I want you guys to know, and I want parents to know specifically, is I do have test corrections. If your student takes a test and they just bomb it, I allow test corrections in order to get half credit back. So if they get a 60% the first time and they do the test corrections, you can get an 80%. And test correction sheets are in my classrooms. It's a sheet that you have to fill out. Or if we go virtual for some reason, then it will be something that you fill out online. Missing work is the other thing. Please turn in stuff on time. It always has a due date of either the next day or if I say something different. So it always has a due date. Anything handed in after the due date is just 20% off, or right around 20% off. So just hand it in on time. What you need to bring every day, I'd recommend bringing a notebook. I think writing notes is most beneficial, but if you want to use a Chromebook to write notes, you certainly can. But I would definitely bring your Chromebook every day, regardless of whether you write notes or type notes, because we use Google Classroom every day. I have a lot of assignments on Chromebook that you're going to do, that we will do, research things that we have on Chromebook. Again, not sure how this year is going to look. We're going to do a little less of the group work, and maybe more of individual stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Please bring a folder. Again, that's just to stay organized. We don't have a lot of handouts, but if you want to bring a folder, it just keeps you organized. Pen, pencil is great. But the two most important things are the last two. Have a great attitude and try to bring it every day. Try to come every day with an attitude that you want to learn and that we are going to learn. It's going to be fun stuff. I love teaching history, and I hope you will love learning history or learning about history, not just the facts, but the whys and the hows and the effects that it created. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug our New York City, DC trip is for juniors and seniors, and that happens June 16th through the 20th of this next summer. Myself and Miss Agar are the ones that are going to lead our group from Roosevelt. She's actually going to be our teacher in New York and DC. She works for the company that we go through, and she is 100% energy all the time. What I recommend to all students, I've done this since I started teaching. It was a different company when I taught at Lennox, but now at Roosevelt, it's a company that we use that I like even better. If you have the means, I recommend going on some kind of a trip, whether it's a trip with family, whether it's a school trip to Europe, trip to Central America, trip to Asia, wherever. I recommend going on a trip. Obviously, I'm going to recommend our trip because I think it's amazing. You get to see the nation's capital and you get to see New York City, two just amazing cities that I absolutely love. And you may think, well, I could care less about going to our nation's capital. Trust me. No matter what you like, if it's artwork that you like, if it's culture that you want to get, if it's history that you want, if it's government, if it's sightseeing, if it's whatever, it has it all, and we see it all, and are 100% busy. Or New York City is the same way. It's the city that is what I consider the center of the world, really. Whether it's the financial center of the world or the entertainment center of the world, I mean, they have everything. We'll go see a Broadway play. We experience everything. It's just absolutely phenomenal, absolutely amazing. You will not regret it. I promise you that. Ask any of the 12 kids and 2 adults that we had last time, and I can promise you that they would go back in a heartbeat. It is absolutely amazing. So yeah, there's going to be plenty more information on that. But if you do need information, please don't hesitate to email me. Otherwise, that's me. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. I can't wait to get back in person. We're going to have a great year. Thank you.